Welcome everyone to more Dracula Origins. We are back here in Vienna with Seward and Mr. Lowski and the grand piano.
An octave. It is the only tune that I know how to play. This door is solid and definitely locked. Do you know where it leads to, Duchess?
To the university, the library, I believe. Officially, however, we don't have the right to use it.
Well, that's some shit. Roses.
Lovely flowers. They seem to resemble those that I saw at Mina's, but these seem to come from wild rose bushes. I see chemical formulas in this painting. It is not an abstract work. It is part of the riddle. I will recopy all of that.
All right. Chemical piano keys.
A small chemistry laboratory. It seems to be set up for a specific use. I am missing certain pieces of information. I am missing.
Let's try here.
It consists of a chemistry treatise in German. Curious. It is stained with white and black paint.
Heyo, chemistry, run away.
La la, la la la.
This is a strange painting. Who did it?
My husband during his brief retirement. I had never seen him paint prior to that. La la, la la la.
What is that tune that you are humming?
My husband played it on the piano in his later days.
And your husband, Duchess? Did he...
My husband was a man of...
Well,
Okay.
I shall
Strange
continue
melody.
to search.
D sharp, F D, A sharp, and a C2. Luckily, being a guitar player, I might have a little bit of an advantage. As far as understanding chords, that's about it. Reading music, not so much.
A small chemistry laboratory. It seems to be set up for a specific use.
Right, it's up to us to find it. All right. So basically what you have to do on this puzzle is match the colors with their chemical chart here. So Na2 CrO4 is sodium chromate yellow. That gives us a 2. What you're wanting to do is match these piano keys with the Orlowski song CG, D sharp, F, D, A sharp, C2. So you have C here, you have D here, D sharp would be here, F and G, A sharp would be over here, and C2 would be here. And that's just knowing your piano keys and chords. So we need to do G. We're gonna need some that's gonna be this one, matches up with blue. After that, we needed a D sharp, which is the second black key. That's gonna be, actually, wait. No, NiO. Nitrous oxide, perhaps? No, that's NO2. Fuck, I don't know. I barely passed chemistry. Okay, now we need an F and then a D. F is going to be here. So we're going to go black. Once you go black, you never go back, except in this case we do need to go back because the D key is here. That's going to be our red. And the last two are A sharp and C2. It's our last black key. And then our very last key here. So it's going to be orange and white.
I found it. Perfect. On to the next step. An octave. It is the only tune that I know how to play.
On to the next step.
No, it would be better to let Mina rest.
Oh, rattle the shit out of that door. I believe we had one.
No, it is not that. Try again. No, it is not that. Try again. No, it is not that. Try again.
That was 2.
Perfect. On to the next step. Perfect. On to the next step.
It's kind of weird, you gotta turn it.
Perfect. On to the next step.
It's not normally how a save works, but... Alright.
Perfect. On to
Just
the
putting in
next
the
step.
numbers we got from the litmus test.
Perfect. On to the next step. Perfect. On to the next step. Open. The key is here. Perfect. And a letter from Duke Orlovsky.
Guess that's perfect a lot.
Congratulations, Professor. It will not be long until it is pitch black. I will go to the university's library. Give my regards to the Duchess Seward. If I don't return...
You will return, Professor.
A small, flat piece of wood, resembling an angel.
Congratulations, my dear student. You are henceforth the proprietor of one of the library's keys. It will serve you, I'm sure, as it did myself and your other elders in the past, to push even further the search of knowledge. Read, study without cease. A lifetime will not suffice to deplete all the knowledge contained in books. A brilliant career is ahead of you, and only one door takes you there, that to the library. A shadow, however, comes to mask this radiant vision, not from books, but from the room itself. Numerous noises circulate in the hallways of the university. It is said that certain students who suddenly abandon their studies never return to their families. For the most part, these young men were serious students, having taken the initiative of working in the library during night hours. Baker, a somewhat eccentric chemistry student, whose best friend thus disappeared without leaving an address, was in the process of searching for an explanation of this affair. I overheard him talking to himself the other day, speaking of angels and demons. By the greatest luck, I came across a strange piece of wood. Could it have a connection with all of that? You represent the future of our dear institution, and this will be more useful to you than myself in old age. May a brilliant future be yours, and in the interval act with prudence. Missing students at the university. Mr. Baker, searching for them demons. Oh, and we got this mysterious key.
Good. Now I must discover the secret door between the university library and the abbey.
Whoa, there's a lot of shit here.
Curious. There is something here.
Whoa. It's a portal.
Some characters are missing. If I find and replace them, what will happen?
That's a good question, but I am definitely missing pieces for that.
A map of Europe. Interesting. That's it. Transylvania is of note. A wooden angel, the same as Duchess Orlovsky's.
Interesting. Got some bookcases here. You can see the angel here on this book cover.
A wooden angel, the same as Duchess Orlovsky's.
Rob Bob Herzog's work. Now this is very interesting because I went to school with Robert Herzog and we called him Bob. And that's fucking eerie. Anyways, waste him with my crossbow. And this despite the knavery of the Machiavellian V. von Huss. Crossbow as a weapon of predilection wasn't a random choice, requiring less space to operate than a bow. It possesses a far superior range and ballistic precision. Like all missile propellers, it enabled one to conquer an enemy with more force than otherwise taking a risk, and penetrating force of its arrows permitted it to pierce practically any kind of armor. Deadly and silent, the crossbow possesses in brief one advantage that no other weapon has in our era: an immediate response to the decision-making. Barely have you decided to kill your enemy that a bolt departs and he is dead. Aesthetic in my soul, I often perceived the dispatch of a bolt with the praise that made me a legend and which gave the title to
This book is written in old Gothic characters and seems quite ancient.
Whoa. Check out all this. A dissecting table.
Curious. Someone must have hastily interrupted their study on this poor frog.
But there's weapons.
This might be useful. I am taking it.
As you've done the whole game.
This might be useful. I am taking it. Closed. Open.
Hey, why else do you need a paper cutter?
A small, flat piece of wood resembling an angel.
Of course.
A small, flat piece of wood resembling an angel. This crank seems to be connected to a complex system of pulleys and ropes. Let us see. This mechanism simply serves to lower the central chandelier. This could come in handy.
Nothing like a poker. More weapons.
Something is hung on this chandelier, but it is too high. I must determine exactly where I need to place this rolling staircase.
Underneath the chandelier, smart guy.
Something is hung on this chandelier.
Wait, did you just put that in your fucking pocket? Holy shit. You have outdone yourself, Van Helsing.
There. Perfect.
They couldn't be bothered with an animation of it, I guess. Hey, look at that.
A wooden angel, the same as Duchess Orlovsky's. Certain students
Whoa.
have a sense of humor. These braces could come in handy. Ivory, shark's teeth. Nothing that can be of interest to me here. There is something not natural in this jar. I cannot break it, and the stopper is forced in. How to open it?
With an obedience collar?
Open.
That's right.
I am in need of something.
Dig in there with your tongue.
A wooden demon, of the same feel as the angel found at Duchess Orlovsky's. Some characters are missing. If I find and replace them, what will happen?
Shit, am I missing people?
Perfect. On to the next step.
Damn right, baby. Heyo.
Damnation! The door has closed. I am at last in the St. Carousel Abbey.
All right, this room is deep, dark, and dank, and check out this dragon
This
head.
desk seems to have been taken care of recently.
I need this
The
desk
main
in my
drawer's
life.
opening is protected. It seems that this window was barricaded with boards in great haste. This might be useful. I am taking it. This might be useful. I am taking it. Open.
Oh, lovely.
This lock is rather sophisticated, but with a bit of logic, I should be able to open it. Open.
Boom shakalaka. Give me your shit.
A golden chalice. I recognize it. It is the sinister cup of Targovist, a symbol of the reign of terror of Vlad Tepes, who became Count Dracula. A key. What can it open?
My butt. Ooh, beer?
The spigot is jammed. Impossible to open it with bare hands. An old broom handle, still useful.
Watch out!
Whoops. What a waste. That's not good.
How dreadful!
Dude's got rats hanging out below him.
A student's pack. The man that has been hung must be Baker that Duke Orlovsky spoke of. Poor young man.
Where with you demon fiends?
There. Perfect. Holy water. This poor Baker did, however, take precautions. But perhaps, thanks to this, his sacrifice will not have been in vain. This monk's habit is dirty, but in good condition. It will help me to go unnoticed from afar. This door is extremely solid. No chance of forcing it.
Alright, looking like a sexy monk.
What is this monk? It is a creature of hell.
Is it really? Or is it just some retard in the road? Good thing I spilled that liquor. About to burn this guy's nuts.
Return to the flames of hell, servant of Satan.
Oh shit! Burning them. Give me your key.
A key. What can it open?
Stupid devil monk.
Damnation. Useless. This door is extreme.
Try the key in the keyhole.
Mind, this calls for extreme diligence.
I mean, it's like you're a fucking genius.
Hell's bells! I have stumbled into the middle of a satanic ceremony, but I think I see a man chained in a cage at the back. I must go see.
Alright, folks, that wraps it up for this episode. Stay tuned for more Dracula Origins.